Host Week, I am sitting with Chris Green. Chris is the Director of Network Expansion at Avoya Travel. Welcome, Chris, and happy Host Week.
Hi, Mary. So great to be back with everybody. All my friends at Host Agency Reviews. I love Host Week.
We do too. And actually, I remember from your interview from last year, you had a very bold, fun question choice. You were flaming hot Cheetos for snack. So I look forward to not only hear what you have to say about Avoya Travel, but also to know what you have to say for the fun question this year. So
And still no Cheeto fingers. Yay.
I know. Love it. All right. So, with that, our first question today, Chris, is for you to tell us a success story about an advisor and how you help them grow.
Well, thanks again, Mary. Absolutely. One of the great things about Avoya Travel is that I'm lucky. I don't just have like one story that I could share or maybe two that I could dig up, but I have a whole list of opportunities, people who have just excelled in our network. I chose Chiri Doris, owner of Chiri Travel LLC. She's an independent agency in the Avoya network. For one, she found Avoya Travel's contact information right here from Host Agency Reviews. So thank you guys for that one. But also because it's just a great story that highlights all the important factors that go into building what we at Avoya Travel call a shared success network. Now, I want to tell you, keep in mind, all of this happened in just the last 2 years, like 26 months total. And all of the success is because Chiri was able to make smart business decisions, right? At the end of the day, Avoya Travel or any host agency, we can offer a resource, but it
Right.
took Chiri to actually dig in and say, you know what, I'm going to make the decision to engage, to get involved. And boy, did she ever. And the success just amazing. From the time she was able to access Avoya University modules from our network enrichment team to being an active participant, again, a very important word because she chose to engage, but again, an active participant in our early success program, our coaching sessions, our best practices information, to utilizing the Marketing Resource Center to get the word out about her agency. Again, we make these amazing resources available to all in the Avoya network, and Chiri just really excelled and took big advantage of that. Along the way, she was our Rookie of the Year for new affiliates. She was invited to be part of the Avoya Network Advisory Board, and now she's one of the leading and early members of Avoya Travel's new Elite 100 program. And I just think her story continues to highlight Avoya Travel's unique business model that's really all about shared success.
I love that. And that's just in 2 years.
2 years, I know, absolutely amazing.
So speaking of the new advisors and getting started, Chris, what are three ways of the top ways that you support new advisors from when they start with Avoya until they make their first bookings?
Absolutely. Great question, Mary, because that's what it's all about, right? Can
Mhm.
you provide the type of resources that are going to help those in your network actually sell? Because that's what the purpose of this is. Send amazing people on amazing vacations. And Avoya Travel is proud that we offer the best in class resources that do indeed have that return on investment. The three most important areas, in my opinion, that we help new advisors would be our travel agent education, affiliate support, and professional development, because these are just areas that Avoya Travel really excels in. The first one, late in 2022, Avoya Travel launched the new Travel Agent Education powered by Avoya platform to help those in the industry get that needed foundation to build a proper business. Fundamentals that lead to better results, all done in a state of the art way that encompasses both written and audio formats, quizzes at the end of the sections. It culminates with that final test. And its first year, the program was honored with the Silver Magellan Award. Again, pretty amazing, and it helped over 1,000 new to the industry people get a head start on their peers. Because guess what, Mary? Those that took that travel agent education powered by Avoya platform are closing sales at a 50% higher rate. And even more importantly, they're closing bookings at a 50% higher commission level versus their peers that did not take the education prior to launching their agency. So that's a big wow, in my opinion. Two, we have true support, helping to solve real issues 7 days a week. There's never a reason to feel alone in the Avoya network. We just have simple ways of requesting that information too in our agent power technology. One of the things that we hear from those that leave other networks is how little support they really felt they received. It was always just go watch this video or send an email that never got answered. Well, in the Avoya network, checked out this stat. Our amazing support team in 2023 handled over 50,000. I'm going to say that number again, 50,000 support requests from those in the Avoya network. It's absolutely amazing, and that's what true support does for the Avoya network. And number three, professional development. From our network enrichment team that helps administer Avoya University to our amazing early success team with group sessions on establishing best practices, to sales coaching, business coaching, and that extra set of eyes and ears needed for a new business owner. I've, I also have to mention our brand sales team, a team of dedicated professionals. These people are hyper knowledgeable about the top vendors in the travel industry, and they're there for our affiliates to assist with information that can provide them with that elite knowledge it takes to impress clients and close more business for their agency. And that doesn't even cover the topic of leads, but I think you've got that covered in a few questions. So I will anxiously await to share information then, Mary.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Chris, but data and statistics are near and dear to my heart. So I love that you brought up some of those concrete examples of how you get the results through the Avoya network, and also the shout outs to your team. That's so awesome.
Absolutely.
Uh,
And I didn't even mention our business intelligence team. If you love data, we've got you covered at Avoya Travel.
we'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay.
So I guess good things come in threes, because the next question we have for you, Chris, about Avoya is, what are three of your core values and how does it contribute to your culture?
We're so proud to share our purpose, our vision, and our values with you and your audience today, Mary. At Avoya Travel, we're proud to embody the following: a purpose to enrich lives through inspiring travel experiences, with a vision that we don't think small at Avoya Travel. We have a vision to be the #1 vacation platform, and we proudly state that for all the world to hear. And when it comes to values, we're talking about influence, collaborate, and explore. On influence, we create happiness for ourselves and others through results driven initiatives while inspiring the next generation of leaders. We collaborate. We pursue teamwork through brilliant communication, contribution, and chemistry to deliver above market performance. And explore. We're never fully satisfied by our past success. We know life happens going out the windshield, not the rear view mirror. And we continuously set out on exciting journeys and thrive in the challenges and opportunities of change.
I love that. That's amazing. Very robust answers there, Chris.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so the next question, we're moving on to some travel advisor challenges. And what we found from our survey in 2023 is that the #1 challenge across the board for advisors is finding clients. And so I'm wondering, what's your pro tip for advisors who have this challenge?
Well, I've been chomping at the bit to talk about this one, Mary, because finding clients, finding leads, of live leads, it is and has always been the #1 resource offered by Avoya Travel because it is so hard. So my pro tip is work with a partner that excels in this area, because lead generation is just a difficult thing, especially in 2024. Trying to play the game with the big boys on things like Google search and keywords can be incredibly costly and not always very effective. In the Avoya network, again, here's some stats for you. More than half of the sales come from Avoya live leads. And you can find a ton of information on our live lead program and all of our other resources at avoyanetwork.com. And if by chance you don't happen to be lucky enough to be in a network like Avoya Network that has a robust and true lead program, my pro tip is selling what you know. Listen, if you love wine, find wine tours. Talk those up. Talk to your wine loving friends. Get educated on the top vendors selling those kind of products. Then make sure your marketing stands out, right? That people remember you. Don't be afraid to be different.
I love that. I love that. So it's the leads program, and then also just niching, selling what you love, harnessing that passion. Great combination of
Absolutely.
tools.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, oh my gosh. Well, I can't believe that we have come already to the fun question. The time has gone by too fast. Okay. So this here is, if Avoya were a game, what game would you be and why?
You mentioned Flamin' Hot Cheetos, from last year. So I really had to give a lot of thought, right? Because that one really stood out to people, and we
Yeah.
heard so many times throughout the year about that specific answer. So I thought of all the games I played when I was a kid. I thought about the games we play as adults and things like that. And at the end of the day, I think if Avoya Travel was a game, I think it would have to be Shoots and Ladders. Because
Okay.
the one thing you can say for certain when you're a family owned company like Avoya Travel that's able to trace its roots back almost 60 years in the travel business is that you've seen all the ups, you've seen all the downs, everything this industry can throw at you. And through it all, the companies continue to grow and innovate, always focused on that next opportunity for success, moving forward within the game. When others see peril, Avoya Travel has always seen opportunities. And that's one area that just sets us apart and makes us so unique in the host agency space. Plus, I mean, personally, I always wanted to live in a house that had a fun thing like a slide floor to floor or a ladder like you see at the firehouse. I mean, just fun. I like to have fun. And it's probably why Avoya Travel, our innovation center out in San Marcos, California, they've got a full arcade because this is fun industry. Yeah, a full arcade at the innovation center. Yep, pinball and that little basketball thing, and you name it, we've got it. Again, this is a fun industry. It appeals to people who like to embrace that fun side from time to time, and that's why I'm proud to say that at Avoya Travel, our team, well, they're a lot of fun to hang out with.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to start planning our hard team field trip to Avoya's Innovation Center because not only do you have snacks, you also have a full arcade. I
Right,
don't know.
exactly.
I don't know where you're going to go from there. You might have to add something to your innovation center for next year, like a roller coaster before your next host week interview.
Mm. I'll get the team right on that. Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Chris. We'll see you next year.
Thanks, Mary. It's been a lot of fun. I love all my friends at Host Agency Reviews. Again, Host Week is so important to the community. So thanks for what you guys do.
And thanks for coming and celebrating with us. We really appreciate you too. Bye.
Take care.